Okay, today we're going to be talking about the winners and losers from Texas A&M High School Indoor Classic for Strake Jesuit distance runners. So, this meet was pretty disappointing for Strake Jesuit distance runners. A lot more losers than winners for these races. But we'll get right into the things, starting off with, the first race of the day, Eric Laura and Andrew Spires 2-mile race. So Eric Laura, he looked like he was doing pretty well through the first few laps, leading the race, in fact, for the first maybe 4 or 5 laps. And then we go up to the 1 mile mark. There's the leader coming through at like 4:44, but Eric isn't too far behind, coming in through 4:48 or so for the 1 mile. It's got 1 mile left. And then we got the leader coming in 9:34. Then you got second place in the white, and then you got Cole Lindhurst, the guy who Eric beat every single race except for districts in cross country. And you got some more runners, and you got Eric Laura coming in right there, 9:54, coming in 9th place in this heat. So that was pretty disappointing, especially coming off such a good cross country season. We expect a little bit better. But after that leads us into our next L of the day, coming in with Andrew Spires. Isn't even on the screen right now. He'll be coming in at about 10:30. A little disappointing. He ran sub-10 before districts in our 3,200-meter time trial. So we expect a little bit better from him. But, first race after winter for a 2-mile, it's not much more you can expect. There he is coming right there. So, yeah, there you go. 2 L's right there. Following that race was one of the biggest L's we took yesterday, which was the 4x8. We were not expecting to do super well, but we did not also expect to run 2:09 for 800 3 times. This was a very disappointing race. Joshua Creighton opened up okay in 2:06. It is the first meet. We weren't expecting too much from these guys, but 2:09s from our second, third, and fourth leg, that's just very disgrace. That's tarnished. We tarnished. You see Alex Mills get lapped right here. What is happening? He tries to pick it up right there, but he has nothing in the tank. Runs 2:09. This guy's on his first lap of the last leg, and we're just now passing it to our last leg. Here we have Colton Marks, former cross-country runner, former sprinter, now running the 800, trying to find his place in this track team. Trying to do well. Runs 2:09 also for the 800. There's not much you can do. This was very disappointing to watch. I almost couldn't watch this entire race. I just wanted to walk away. Very disappointing. You see us come through in on the next clip, 8:34 through the line. 8:34. We got 4th place, 8th in the whole meet. So the next distance runner from Strake Jesuit run was Diego Soto. You see right here, after 800 meters in his mile heat, he's taking the lead, never looking back. He's growing his gap right here on 2nd place, and he's running pretty well through 1,200 and 3:27. Taking the lead, growing a huge gap on this very good field of sub 324 milers. But you see right here, he's getting past. However, he still comes through pretty well. Still finishes pretty well. Comes in 2nd place. You'll see his time up here in a second. What does he do? That guy is just kicking past him. Diego has nothing to respond with. But however, he runs 4:33. And Diego runs, 4:35.81. So that seems like a very good run for him. That's a big W for him right there. Very good time. But, however, he takes an L because he got DQ'd from the race. No one knows why. There's speculation towards it. Maybe he did something. Maybe he cut someone off. Maybe he stepped in too early because he was starting on the outside of that lanes of that race. But no one knows why. So, by default, Diego Soto takes an L. And for our next segment of winners and losers, we got the next heat of the boys' mile, along with Will Botard, Will Bonder, and Eric Laura. So as you see, Eric Lohr is taking it to right with a good lead with about, this is 3 laps into the race. He's with the leaders going out how he usually does in the front. Will Boetard, Will Bonder right in the back. Then you see there's about 3 laps to go. Will Boetard and Bonder are making their ways up to catch up to Eric as the leaders start to slow down a little bit on this 3 laps to go. And then you see right here, Will Boetard passing Eric Lohr right there on this straightaway, and Will Bonder's kind of lagging behind, trying to catch up. And then right here you see Will Bonder picking it up and he eventually passes Eric Lohr. So Will Boetard's kicking it, and he eventually finishes in 4th place in the heat. So and then Bonder finishes right behind Boetard in 4:39, and Eric finishes right there in 4:41. So Eric takes an L right here because he beat Bonder and Boetard at the time trial, and he ended up losing to both of them. And Will Boetard and Will Bonder take W's by default because of Diego Soto's DQ. And that would have been the last race of this meet for distance runners from Strake Jesuit, but Coach came up to the stands and pulled Adam out to run the 4x4 for the B team. And so Adam goes out very hard in this race. As you can see right there, he's passing that guy right there. Very quick, very quick. The whole crowd goes, ooh, when he passes him. I mean, he's going out very quick. Now looking back, that guy just holding it back because he knows Adam went out way too fast. He comes through the first 224. And this is when the other guys start to make their move. The guy in black passes him, and then I think that's the wings guy comes up behind him, and then the guy in black is just gaining ground on Adam. He still runs a very good time, 53 for a distance runner. That's very respectable. But I mean, you just have to hand him the L because going out so fast was just such a stupid idea.
Oh hey, I'm Ryan Trahan and I support
Harambe.
UXC.